and embroidery needs.
ArtMain, women's clothing, accessories, and art supplies located 13 Main Street, South Minot.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, the sports restaurant experience, located in South Minot.
Badlands Bar and Grill. Everyone's welcome and is our special guest. Located in Southwest Minot.
Fiancé Bridal, located in downtown Minot or shop online.
KCJB, 9:10 a.m., Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Located in 3820 South Broadway.
KIZZ FM Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's best music mix.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Good times to be together.
KRRZ 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZTR 105.3 The Fox, Minot's rock station.
Jacobson Music, a family-owned business with 3 locations in Dickinson, Bismarck, and Minot.
KYYX 97 Kicks FM, Minot's hot new country.
MSU Beaver Hockey. Visit us online at msubeaverhockey.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
MSU Theater Department, offering the highest quality of entertainment at Minot State.
Ford Communication brings employers, retailers, and other professionals from the Midwest to connect under one roof.
MSU Bookstore for all of your school supplies and MSU gear, located on campus.
Red and Green, Minot State's official student-run newspaper.
Magic City Hoagies, a locally owned sandwich shop, located in Southwest Minot. Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, and beer, located at Beaver Ridge Plaza.
Mike Blessum, State Farm Insurance Agent at 11th Avenue, Southwest Minot.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast.
Good evening and welcome to our final regular episode of MSU Inside Out. I'm Matt Huffman.
And I'm Dalen Eddington.
This is the season finale. The season finale will be coming up the week after Thanksgiving. We'll have an hour-long special, but we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it with the campus players staying busy as we approach the end of the semester. Nolan Axton has more.
Well, the semester is almost, well, not almost winding down. It is winding down. We're getting real close to exams here, and what better way to wrap things up than by going to right here in Alshire Theater and seeing a holiday production put on by campus players. One of the members of campus players is joining me right now, Eric Fetsky. Thank you for joining me today. You guys have a show coming up, and it's not really holiday themed, but It is a holiday show. So can you just tell me a little bit about the production that you guys have coming up here?
The production's called Laugh Out Loud, Cry Quietly. It's a tongue twister for that title. But it's about dating websites, dating on social media and stuff. And it's short little scenes. It's 2 acts. We haven't done the whole run through, but it will probably be about an hour and a half, hour 45. But it's just a bunch of scenes about first dates, awkwardness of it, kind of one of the main girls, she eventually ends up finding somebody to be with through the site. So it has a happy ending.
All right, you and I were talking a little bit before too, and even though it is during the holidays, it's not really made for the kids, which usually people kind of associate children's stories with holiday plays. So yours is a little bit more on the adult side of things. Tell me what made you guys want to go with that this year?
Last semester we had a committee just for picking plays for what we thought would be good, and it was just I think we had 5 people on the committee. We did have a couple Christmas themed ones in there, but we decided to pick on this one, so it just seemed funny and nice, lighthearted before the holidays.
A little bit of a change up too, not your run-of-the-mill Christmas story, anything like that. Okay, and now Campus Players itself, this isn't a theater department production. It's Campus Players production. So tell me a little bit about what Campus Players is for the people that don't know.
Campus Players is actually the oldest club on campus. They've been around for, God, I don't even know how many years, but yeah. And then we meet a couple times a month. We put on productions like this, and then all the volunteer and fundraising that we do, we end up going to KCACTF, which is a theater festival in January, and we put in hours, and that kind of builds up, so we don't have to pay as much to go to the festival. So.
All right, and it's just a student group too?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess you guys kind of might struggle to get people some years this year. So what's the numbers like in the club for as far as students this year?
This year we're actually a lot better than the last couple of years. Beginning of the semester, I think we had about 30. It's dwindled down a little bit just with people that play sports, people that have, school and classes during our meeting times. But we meet usually Wednesdays at 5:30, and it's every other week. So.
Okay, and you also mentioned that this was a fundraiser too. So as far, and you told me where it went, so I don't have to ask that question. Thank you for doing that. But as far as raising or getting those funds, it's all from ticket sales. Yep. Tell me where you guys, or where people can go to get those tickets.
They can either come to the box office. The show will be the 7th, 8th, and 9th of December. House will open at 7 o'clock. Ticket prices are $7 for adults, and then $5 for seniors, kids, and students. Or they can call the box office. It's 858-3172.
All right, and name's a little bit of a tongue twister. Laugh out loud, cry quietly. Yep. December 7th, 8th, and 9th, right here in Alshire Theater. Eric, thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you draw a really good crowd. It sounds like a great play. Again, you can get your tickets right outside the door here of Alshire in the box office, or call the phone number that Eric so generously provided to us.
Thank you, Nolan, and be sure to be on the lookout for Laugh Out Loud, Cry Quietly coming up in December 7th. This is the first day, but joining me now is someone returning back to his old stomping grounds in Hartnett Hall, a Beaver alumni and hopeful mayor candidate for the Magic City, Sean Sitma. How are you doing tonight, Sean?
I'm doing fantastic. Appreciate the invitation to come down and chat.
Always good to have you. We should get you here more often. Maybe you could take over for me sometime.
It's been a lot of years since I've been back in the old Hartnett Hall and in the old production room.
Yeah.
But no, it's good to be back.
All right, so let's jump right into it. You've been an alderman for some time now. I didn't get to find the exact years when I was doing my research, but what kind of spurred the jump to maybe take a poke at mayor?
Well, I left KXMC CBS as a journalist back in 2013, and a big part of that was trying to get more involved with the community. And a big piece of that then stepped forward in 2014, 2015 with the Make Mine Up movement, which we reduced city council from that 14 down to the 6 that we have now. I've been on council for about a year and a half, 2 years. The big step forward for mayor is taking a look at really what we have for opportunities and obstacles coming ahead of us in the next, anywhere from 4 to even 15 years with some of the longevity and visioning that we have going on for the city. And really, we have to have strong leadership at all levels right now. And that was one of the biggest considerations, is not only who's in those positions now, but really what I see as needed in that position moving forward.
And with Minot itself kind of being in an interesting position, we're kind of transitioning out of the oil boom a little bit. Oil's not where it was however many years ago, but it kind of presents a unique perspective for someone that's in a leadership position within the city itself.
And I think it gives us an opportunity as well. We have been a very commodity-driven economic model here in the Magic City. We also have some very significant assets that I think we need to further develop and focus on as well. You take a look at the Minot Air Force Base, the impact that it has. Minot State University as a university here anchored to the city, and the opportunities that we could further develop. And then taking a look at value added within our agriculture sector. We ship a significant amount of the grain and other crops that we grow here in north central North Dakota out to the PNW, the Pacific Northwest, or out to Minneapolis. These are all different economic pieces that we need to further develop so that we're not shipping out raw commodities or in the cases of students, but developing those jobs so we can keep people here or draw people here. And another facet of that is improving those quality of life standards. It's gotten to be where a lot of people that want to move to an area and then find a job because of the quality of life that exists there. So if we further develop that here within the Magic City, I firmly believe that we're going to see some of that draw away from the Bismarcks and the Fargos, the Grand Forks, Sioux Falls, even the Minneapolis. If we can anchor people here and get them to want to live here and then provide those good jobs, there's a significant future in there that smiles very brightly.
So a lot of good stuff for Minot. So how long have you been in the Magic City?
I moved to Minot in 1997 to attend Minot State University here and play MSU baseball. To which I did for 2 years, and then my arm said that was enough of that. But I was a journalist. I'm now an insurance agent with North Dakota Farmers Union. I'm also a board member for Farm Rescue, and I've traveled all over North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Minnesota, and Iowa doing that in my spare time, what spare time there is. But the biggest piece to me in getting involved with the politics here in Minot, and I hate to call it politics because it's our city, it's the functioning pieces. And the bigger scope of this too that I haven't even mentioned at this point is our flood control. We have a $1 billion plus project that we have 20 years on the scope of getting it completed, but the impact that getting it done sooner before or later really makes a tremendous difference to the economics of the valley and the city on the hill as a whole. Because when flood insurance rates change here in either 2019 or 20, that's going to have a significant impact on the valuation of homes, the expendable income that people have down there that's going to be reduced because they're paying more in flood insurance. Those we have to really put a big focus on getting more federal involvement with cost sharing on that. The state has been fantastic. The people of Minot have been very, very patient, even though sometimes it appears that they're not. We're going to be starting construction on that this spring.
Hey, there we go.
People are going to see some of those fundamental changes taking place.
We got to keep to the mantra of there's 2 seasons. There's winter and then there's road construction.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We got to keep things around. So is there anything else you'd like to add?
You know, it's one of these. It's not just the mayor position that's coming up for election. It's also an alderman. There's at least 3 aldermen because my seat has 2 years left on it, but there's 3 other aldermen that are going to be up for re-election. I'm personally encouraging people to get more involved with the city, with what's going on with the city. And that doesn't necessarily mean running for those elected positions, but getting further educated themselves and not just what's on social media. But understanding what the city has to offer. There's, I think, so much more that is going on in the Magic City than people realize. They just really have to get out and find out for themselves. And the last piece about what I'm hoping to do if elected is taking a look at our self-image within the Magic City itself. It's been really difficult since 2011 to, I think, take a staff and put it down and say, you know, I'm proud to be here and I really enjoy being a part of the Magic City. We need to take that step forward. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show. But still to come on Inside Out, we have Minot State Sports on a quite an impressive run and enrollment troubles on campus. Stay tuned for more on MSU Inside Out.
All-American Trophies for all your screen printing and embroidery needs.
ArtMain, women's clothing, accessories, and art supplies located 13 Main Street, South Minot.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, the sports restaurant experience, located in South Minot.
Badlands Bar and Grill. Everyone's welcome and is our special guest. Located in Southwest Minot.
Fiance Bridal, located in downtown Minot or shop online.
KCJB, 9:10 a.m., Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Located in 3820 South Broadway.
KIZZ-FM, Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's best music mix.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Good times to be together.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZTR 105.3 The Fox, Minot's rock station.
Jacobson Music, a family-owned business with 3 locations in Dickinson, Bismarck, and Minot.
KYYX, 97 Kicks FM, Minot's hot new country.
MSU Beaver Hockey. Visit us online at msubeaverhockey.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
MSU Theater Department, offering the highest quality of entertainment at Minot State.
Forward Communication brings employers, retailers, and other professionals from the Midwest to connect under one roof.
MSU Bookstore for all of your school supplies and MSU gear, located on campus.
Red and Green, Minot State's official student-run newspaper.
Magic City Hoagies, a locally owned sandwich shop, located in Southwest Minot. Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, and beer, located at Beaver Ridge Plaza.
Mike Blessum, State Farm Insurance Agent at 11th Avenue Southwest Minot.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast.
Welcome back to MSU Inside Out. Big events happening in the Minot State Sports Community. Wow, words are hard tonight, Blake.
Yeah.
But we have the basketball team really coming out and showing Mayville what's going on. Let's talk about that. What's a little bit of an insight?
Yeah, the Beavers controlled right from tip-off. They had 45 points in the second half, and they really took off. Mm-hmm. Minot State Beavers basketball team remained perfect on the early season. The offense put up a season-high 91 points for a dominating 91-46 victory over Mayville State. Senior Tyler Rudolph put up a career-high 40 points and was 6 for 7 behind the arc in 29 minutes. Rudolph averaging 30 points a game. The Beavers will be in action tonight in the Dome against the Dickinson State Blue Devils. Tip-off 7:30. The women's basketball team kicked off their season off on the right foot with a convincing 79-53 win in their home opener against Rocky Mountain College. Holly Johnson led the Beavers with 18 points. Johnson, a senior, returned home to finish her college basketball career in front of friends and family. The Beavs will be back in action tonight, also against the Dickinson State Blue Devils in the Dome at 5:30. The MSU football team closed their season on a high note with a 23-13 victory in St. Cloud last weekend. It was the first win of the season for the Beavers against a team with a winning record. The Beavers finished the season 3-8 and winless at the Herb. The team will look to use 2 wins in the last 3 weeks as momentum heading into the offseason. Coach Aldridge will have his hands full this summer with the team losing 23 seniors. 6 Beavers were named to the All-NSIC conference team. Senior Bryce Boom, sophomore Jose Luis Moreno made the first team. Keontae Gaudreau, Larry Overstreet, Levante Bushnell, and Matt Marler were also named to the all-conference team. The streak is alive and well for the women's hockey team, winners of 10 in a row after sweeping Wisconsin lacrosse last weekend. During this streak, the Beavers have outscored their opponents 46-17. A big part of the streak has been the play of Vanessa Grimstad and Mackenzie Below. The duo have combined for 31 points in 12 games. The Lady Beavs will look to continue their winning streak this weekend when NDSU comes to town, a series that has been circled ever since NDSU ended the Beavers' magical run in the semifinals in last year's national tournament. Puck drops at 7:30 on Saturday night and 1 p.m. on Sunday. The Beavers men's hockey team returned home from the desert with 2 of 3 wins. They suffered their first regulation loss at the hands of the UNLV Rebels. They rebounded in Game 2, though, with a 5-4 victory. The Beavers take a 15-1-1 record into tomorrow night's game against in-state rival Jamestown Jimmies. The Beavers are perfect 4-0 against the Jimmies this season. Tomorrow night is Military Appreciation Night. The Beavers will be doing a special night wearing those special military uniforms. It's nice to see all Minot State sports really rolling. Yeah. Beavers basketball, men and women, kicked off their season on a high note, and the hockey team just continues their winning ways.
Especially, it's really good for the football team, to really come out with that win at the end of the season. But losing 23 seniors is going to be, like you said, coach is going to be busy.
A lot of recruiting to work for sure.
But kind of changing gears from sports to the theater, the Mouse River players stay active as we move into the holiday season. Nolan Axton has more.
Got a common theme going here today on MSU Inside Out. We're talking Christmas shows. This one, though, does have a Christmas theme, and it's a classic, a Christmas Carol. Holly Eidsness from Mouse River Players, thank you for joining me today to tell me a little bit about your Christmas production that you guys have coming up starting this weekend, I do believe. And you are doing a Christmas Carol, which is definitely a Christmas classic, one of everybody's favorites. It's one of my favorites, I've only ever seen the TV version of it. So with the show that you guys have coming up, what can you tell me about the production this year?
Well, first of all, it is adapted by Kevin Newharth, and of course he was a professor here at MSU, and he also is a graduate of Minot State. So that's particularly great to be able to do his words. So that's the first thing. And of course the second thing is to provide a Christmas show for that ties in with the downtown merchants, and they have their Christmas tree lighting and all that kind of thing the day after Thanksgiving. So both of those things work together. So.
All right, so it's kind of a community event almost the way you guys put it on.
That's right. And every year we try and do that. So this year we've gone to a 2-weekend show. So we are opening tomorrow night, and we'll do Friday, Saturday, Sunday afternoon. So it's 7:30 on Fridays and Saturdays, and 2 o'clock on Sundays. And then we will also be right after Thanksgiving, so the 24th and 25th, again at 7:30 and 2 o'clock on Sunday.
All right, and you mentioned that it was adaptation of Kevin Newharth's. So not the classic version of it. So can you tell me a little bit about the changes that he's made, if they're not too secretive or if they're not spoilers?
Well, actually, there's no spoilers. He took the actual story, Dickens' story, and he translated it into, although the language is a little Elizabethan or whatever you want to call it, it is a little bit more understandable than should we have taken it directly from the play itself. So.
All right, and it starting this weekend, also goes on next weekend on Thanksgiving. Where can people go to get tickets for this?
Ideally, if you want to choose your own tickets, you go to mouseriverplayers.com, and it says Get Tickets, and you just click on that, and then you go ahead and pick the night and the seats, and you can pay for it right online. If you're not sure if you're going to come, you still can come by showing up at the door and buying your tickets there. The drawback is you have to take whatever tickets are left.
Okay, so you don't get to pick your seats that way. Another way you could do it is to call in and make a bid in the KMSU auction, which you guys have helped us out with for many of years. And I want to say thank you on behalf of the broadcast department for that. And I also want to say thank you for joining me here today. You guys can catch a Christmas Carol out Most River Players starting this weekend, 3 days this weekend, 3 days next weekend. I'm sure it's going to be a great show. Again, thank you for joining me. And I'm going to toss it back into the studio to you guys now.
All right, thanks, Nolan. With Preview Day coming up, last-minute preparations are being made. Joining us now is the admissions counselor for Minot State, Kyle Patterson.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good, Kyle. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for taking the time to be on the show.
Not a problem.
So this Saturday coming up is Preview Day. Do you think you could give us some more information about that?
Yeah, you got it. So what MSU Preview Day entails is that it's for not just for incoming freshmen that want to see what Minot State's all about, and even if you're just want to be a transfer student too, it's kind of a little bit for everybody. What it entails is that MSU Preview Day, starting at 10 a.m. it is on Saturday here on the Minot State campus. And then you can pre-register, by the way, on our website at askmsu.com/preview. What it entails now, after you guys all get registered at 10 in the morning, at 10:30 we'll actually have 4 speakers that you guys can speak to. There'll be a couple teachers from Minot State University and also a couple students that have been attending Minot State University. So you get the perspective of the teachers on what Minot State, their journey at Minot State, and also the students' perspective. So it's kind of cool to hear from both perspectives on what Minot State University offers maybe for you and major-wise. After that, the other thing that we have is a major fair. So what a major fair is that we have over 60 majors to choose from at Minot State University. And the one thing that they always, the students that come in, they're like, what do I want to go into? Well, at this, you can actually meet with respective advisors or professors at the major fair, and you can just talk to them, see what it entails, what we offer at Minot State University. We also have free lunch, which everybody loves free food, so we'll have it upstairs at the upstairs cafeteria here on the campus. And then after that, we'll have some breakout sessions where you can even learn more about majors itself. So just kind of a little bit of everything to learn about Minot State University and see if it's the right fit for incoming freshmen.
So you said for a preview day, it's for more than just the incoming freshmen. Is it also for other people that are considering transferring to Minot State from a different college?
Yeah, you're correct. So, I mean, it's not just for freshmen, it's also for the transfer students or like, you know, maybe I want to go on to Minot State University, see what they offer. And a lot of people do transfer here to Minot State from one degree to another, or from starting their degree somewhere else and come over here at Minot State. The one thing is also, you know, even though everybody's coming, you can bring family with too. So that's the best part. It's a free event where a prospective student and family can come here for free just to enjoy the day and learn about Minot State.
Now, you graduated from Surrey High School in 2009. After that point, was that when you decided you wanted to get into broadcasting?
Actually, the funny thing is, I wanted to get into broadcasting back when I was, I think in 1999 when I was 9 years old, because I was a weather kid here at KX News with Tom Schrader. So after that, it kind of just took off. So I was 9 years old when I knew what I wanted to do. So, and then, you know, I toured a few colleges, and then I actually met with Neil Roberts, and Neil Roberts pretty much sold it to me to go into broadcasting here at Minot State, and probably one of the best decisions I ever made. So I got to give credit to Mr. Neil Roberts, which he's in the back there right now. But yeah, pretty fun time.
All right, thanks for being here, Kyle.
Hey, no problem, thank you.
Coming up on MSU Inside Out, we have Matt, who's going to be talking some weather forecast for this weekend, and I'm going to be talking about some campus events that are going on throughout the week. But now we're going to throw it straight to our underwriters.
All-American Trophies for all your screen printing and embroidery needs.
Artmain, women's clothing, accessories, and art supplies located 13 Main Street, South Minot.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, the sports restaurant experience, located in South Minot.
Badlands Bar and Grill, everyone's welcome and is our special guest, located in Southwest Minot.
Fiance Bridal, located in downtown Minot, or shop online.
KCJB, 9:10 a.m., Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports, located in 3820 South Broadway.
KIZZ FM Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's best music mix.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, good times to be together.
KRRZ 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZTR 105.3 The Fox, Minot's rock station.
Jacobson Music, a family-owned business with 3 locations in Dickinson, Bismarck, and Minot.
KYYX 97 Kicks FM, Minot's hot new country.
MSU Beaver Hockey. Visit us online at msubeaverhockey.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
MSU Theater Department, offering the highest quality of entertainment at Minot State.
Ford Communication brings employers, retailers, and other professionals from the Midwest to connect under one roof.
MSU Bookstore for all of your school supplies and MSU gear, located on campus.
Red and Green, Minot State's official student-run newspaper.
Magic City Hoagies, a locally owned sandwich shop, located in Southwest Minot. Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, and beer, located at Beaver Ridge Plaza.
Mike Blessum, State Farm Insurance Agent at 11th Avenue, Southwest Minot.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast.
Welcome back to MSU Inside Out. I am still Matt Huffman.
And I'm still Dalen Eddington.
And we're going to go ahead and jump right into our weekend forecast. Looking at a high of 29 and a low of 10 on Friday with partly cloudy skies. Saturday will be nothing but sunshine, but still a high of 25, and a low of 18. Sunday we will see partly cloudy skies again, and a high of 22 and a low of 6. So, no snow. But it's going to be still pretty chilly. You still got to bust out the jacket, definitely.
Even though it's going to be cold this weekend, Matt, it's still going to be nice to see some sunshine, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good, you know. Maybe work on my complexion a little bit more before the winter comes in. But let's talk about what's going on campus.
Yeah, we'll start with tomorrow at 7:30 is the Jazz Ensemble concert at MSU and Nicole Nelson Hall. We also have the Blood Cancer Marrow Donor Registry from 10 to 3 tomorrow in the MSU Beaver Dam. We have a special showing of A Christmas Carol on Friday and Saturday at 7:30, as well as Sunday at 2 o'clock by the Mouse River Players. Going on next Monday is the Native American Cultural Celebration at 10 a.m. in the Minot State Student Center in the Conference Center. We have the Small Ensembles concert going on next Tuesday at 7:30 in Anne Nicole Nelson Hall. And the next Thursday is Thanksgiving.
This is going to be a big Thanksgiving. Do you have any wild and crazy plans for Thanksgiving?
For Thanksgiving, yeah, I was just going to sit at home with my family, watch some football, eat a lot of food. Did you have any plans, Matt?
I think I'm going to head over to the good old Powers Lake and do the same thing, kind of spend time with family and eat a bunch of good food. Shout out to my mom, Nicole Huffman, for always cooking up the good stuff. But big shout out to all our guests that came and joined us tonight. We had Sean, we had Eric for the campus players, Sean, potential mega leagues. Hey, and also be aware, KMSU auction, 2 weeks. And our next show will be the hour-long show in 3 weeks. I think I said 2 weeks before, which was long. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. But thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm Matt Huffman.
And I'm Dalen Eddington.
And have a great night.